Hey yo, Runescapers, welcome back to more Castle Wars tutorials. In today's tutorial, we're gonna explain how to do basic setups in third floor of Saradomin base. So let's get started. Alright, so right now we're in third floor of Saradomin base. And this floor is quite complicated because there's no certain setup that people would follow. So every cader does their own stuff differently. This floor is 3 tiles wide, which makes it use a lot of gates. And there's a disadvantage because you waste gates to stop them like 1 tile. So if you gate that line here, you just waste 3 Ks to stop them. And it's easier for scorers to remove those gates since you can't do them perfectly. It's hard to get them all perfectly mashed. So in this floor, there's some spots you want to cade and some spots you don't want to cade. A common example would be cading those 2 tiles. Those 2 tiles would just block everyone from going in or going out. It doesn't matter. Another common tiles to cade are those 2 tiles. So you'd want to cade this one and then this one. And then you can tint them. What these 2 tiles do is that they block scorers, so scorers can't come up. They can't go through those tiles. They'll have to move here and then move to the other tile, then continue their way up, or explode them, which makes them use an explosive. Another common site to cade is those 2 tiles. Those 2 tiles basically block scorers from going up or going down, and it's not recommended to cade those 2 tiles as a PK def if they're going down, because if you cade them, imagine that the snare is here, the snare is up somewhere, and then those 2 tiles are caded. You're just wasting time. You're not allowing the snare to snare them or stop them or even PK def to damage them or do anything. So instead of doing those 2 tiles when they're coming down, you can do it when they're going up. So you cade those 2 tiles, and then the snares will have all this area to snare them or stop them or do something. You can tint those 2 cades and then place a cade under you right there. This allows you to stay ahead, so you could continue your way up and then stay ahead and keep cading them. If you are a snare and there's another snare that's ahead of you, so you don't worry about being behind, you could set up a cade here, tint it, and then set up a cade here without tending it. So when a scorer comes down, you could snare them or DPS them. It's up to you. But in general, those 2 cades in here will just block people from moving in or out or even DPSing them unless they're on those 2 tiles. And obviously we have those 2 tiles which are caded so often because it uses 1 cade to stop scorers from going up or going down. All you want to do is be ahead, put a cade. You can tint it or you can go up. And this will stop scorers. And this is optimal method in case you want to snare people 100% or you don't have enough cades. Same thing with this tile. Another common setup is pressing this tile, spam click cades, and then pressing this tile, then put a cade. So you would set up a line like this, and then you could just tint them, which will block scorers. It goes something like that. You have 3 cades set. You could just tint them from any position inside or outside. And this blocks all the scorers, or you could waste their explosive by just not tinting them. You could combine this with those 2 tiles here, or this tile also here. So if we combine what we just learned, we could do something simple like this. Set up a cade here, set up a cade here. Okay. Tint, and then you could set up here, tint those 2, and then set up 1 here, tint that 1. And this way you blocked a lot of scorers. And let's say that the scorers are coming down. You could do something like this. Set up a cade here, set up 1 here, and then cade those 2. Then do this one here, this one here, this one here, and then just like 10, 10, 10, gate here, and then go ahead. Last tip I want to give you is to use gates that are already present here by other players, so another PK def or another snare or even a scorer. A common thing that scorers would do is run inside, place a cade which would set here, and when they come down you could use it to your advantage. You could use it with your own setup, just like be creative. If you've seen the previous tutorials, you know how to move around cades. So a simple thing you can do is put the cade here, don't tend it, so you waste their explosive. Then press this tile, place two cades, those two, and then you could just tend them. And that way you block them, wasted an explosive, and you could continue your way doing anything in this area. Obviously, there are more methods to cade in these areas. They will be explained in a further video for cading 3 tiles in a row. And that's all you have to know for now. Thank you for watching, and have some great Castle Wars private games with us.